Hello, students. My name is Carly. I work with the North Coast Regional Land Trust, and you recently visited one of our properties called Freshwater Farms Reserve. I hope you had a great time out there, and I want to know a bit more about what you learned during the field trip. Today, we are going to take about 15 minutes to draw and reflect on the Freshwater Farms Reserve field trip. So let's jump in. Before we get started though, you are gonna need a piece of paper and something to write with. That can be a pen, colored pencils, that can be pencil, whatever you have available. Go ahead and pause the video here to grab those things. Did you get some paper and something to write with? Good. We are gonna start by looking and listening. So go ahead and set your writing utensil down and have your eyes forward. When I say go, I want you to take 8 minutes to draw something that you learned from the field trip to Freshwater Farms Reserve. This can be an animal or a plant you saw or something that you did or observed. Then, once you're done with your drawing, you are going to take 7 minutes to write 2 or 3 sentences to explain what you drew. Do you have any questions? Pause the video here and your teacher can help you answer them. All right, students, hopefully everyone feels ready. Again, you're gonna take 8 minutes to draw something that you learned out at Freshwater Farms Reserve on the field trip. Ready, set, go. Now that we have all had a second to draw something that we learned out at our field trip at Freshwater Farms Reserve, let's look at an example of what I did. So I drew a picture of Wood Creek, which was the stream that runs through Freshwater Farms Reserve. I included some plants, some rocks, some animals like the coho salmon that lives in Wood Creek, and I also included a caddisfly larva. I drew kind of a big caddisfly larva, which was one of the macroinvertebrates that I found at Freshwater Farms Reserve. And this is what I wrote about my drawing. At Freshwater Farms Reserve, I learned that caddisfly larvae live there and are food for salmon. Caddisfly larvae are called macroinvertebrates. They can tell you whether a stream is healthy or unhealthy. All right, students, how'd it go? Were you able to draw and write about something that you learned during the Freshwater Farms Reserve field trip? I sure hope so. And with that, there's just one final question. During our field trip, you all had the chance to become scientists. As soil scientists and agricultural producers, you studied soil health. As botanists, you studied plants. As biologists, you studied fish, called salmon. And as hydrologists, you studied water quality. If you could grow up to be any one of those scientists, which one would it be and why? Go ahead and answer that question using the same piece of paper that you used for your drawing. Go ahead and pause the video here. And just like that, we're all done. Thank you so much, students, for participating in our Cows and Cattails field trip experience. I hope you had a great time, and I hope that you continue to think about how you are a scientist. See you soon.